my name is Chanel Adrian James, and this is my presentation for Professional Identity, Ethics, and Lifelong Learning. So my philosophy of education, I would say every student can learn and grow. Education should be equitable and inclusive, and I also think that teachers have a responsibility to model ethical behavior. And then also, in the same respect, professional growth is also a lifelong commitment, and it's a continuous learning process. The values I believe I would bring to the classroom would be respect, integrity, compassion, service, lifelong learning, and I believe that these values align with GCU's professional dispositions, and they also guide my daily interactions with students and families. And I feel like these are just basic values, to be honest, in every job that deals with kids and families. So in regards to personal biases and self-awareness, I believe recognizing personal bias early is a good thing. It helps everyone bring experiences and assumptions into teaching. Reflecting on these biases help identify the same biases in other people as well as yourself. And then just self-awareness helps promote equitable teaching. And then teachers must continually evaluate their decisions. And I believe this has an impact on learning because it increases student trust and also improves classroom climate. And it plays a role in classroom management as well. Cultural framework. So to me, I am Navajo, which is also called Dana, and from my cultural perspective, Dana values of community, respect, and relationships would be represented in my classroom, and I believe that would not just apply to Navajo students, but also other ethnicities that are in the classroom as well. And I believe that there's an importance of family and cultural identity as well, because it's part of you, it's part of who you are. I also want to say that I would like to have a commitment to being culturally responsive and then also sensitive as well. And I think this will have an impact on my students to help them feel valued and represented, and then also encourage stronger school-family relationships, and then also increase engagement. And it just helps students be seen and also their families as well. Ethics and responsibility to students. I believe that teachers must respect student dignity, maintain appropriate boundaries, support student safety and well-being, and also consider students' cultural backgrounds. For me, myself, supporting and maintaining student safety and well-being is a priority for me. I just want the students to be safe and to feel safe with me as well. It's a big thing for me. And I think this matters a lot because it helps build trust with the students. It creates a safe learning environment and supports student success overall. Respect for diversity and fairness. This comes from professional dispositions. I believe it's just the respect for diversity of others, which is all ethnicities that are represented in our classroom and also in the school as well. Then just being fair to everybody. And then examples of these would be differentiated instruction, meeting the students where they are, even if they are not, well, they're always not going to be on the same page as every student in the class, and that's okay. And we will figure it out as we go. And then also having equitable access to resources. This would be for my school I currently work at, it would be, I forgot what we call it, distance learning packets. We usually send home a Chromebook, a hotspot if they don't have internet, and headphones. And these are for the distance learning days or also for virtual learning days, and then also just enrichment, because we do offer programs like IXL and Splash Learning for them to work on at home. And then just also respect for cultural differences, and then keeping bias out of the classroom as well. High expectations for effective learning. I believe these would be clear communication with the students. Let's see, how would I say this? Oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. Positive family partnerships, timely feedback, professional interactions, and also effective communication promotes understanding, collaboration, and student growth. And that's what we want overall. My high expectations for technology use would be for enhancing learning, support accessibility. Again, we talked about the distance learning packets that get sent out. And if the school I'm working in doesn't do that, then we can always work on sending information home for IXL so they're able to access it from whatever device they have at home, which my daughter's current school does. So that's great. Also protecting student privacy, and then promoting digital citizenship at home, which they do in school because there's computer classes in most schools. And me, myself, as an educator, I strive to model responsible technology use while providing access for students. Professional standards, I think it would be including ethical decision-making, reflection, evidence-based practices, continuous improvement, and educators must remain committed to professional competence and student success. I think this is also the bare minimum. Laws and policies, these are like IDEA, FERPA, Section 504, state and district policies, and understanding laws protects students and ensures equitable educational opportunities. Learning goals, I would say goal 1, expand knowledge of special education services and compliance, which I think is a really huge deal because we also need to ensure that the students who have IEPs or 504 plans are getting the services that we are mandated to give them. I think it's very important. Goal 2, strengthen data-driven instructional practices, which is just, again, getting the baseline for the students and then meeting them where they are, and then also diving into differentiated learning for them. Goal 3, improve cultural responsive teaching strategies, and I mentioned these earlier in a different slide. And I believe that these goals will support my commitment to becoming a more effective educator. And then just some topics for PLCs, inclusive instructional practices, social emotional learning, and behavior supports, which I think is a really big one. I think I would rather put that as topic 1 than topic 2. And then technology integration. Lifelong learning conclusion, I believe in a commitment to growth, reflecting on my practices regularly, seeking professional development and opportunities, collaborating with colleagues, always advocating for students. And then my goal is to create a classroom where all students feel respected, challenged, supported, and empowered to reach their full potential. Thank you.